Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how to get an easy out the door makeup look. This is a makeup look that won't take you a long time. It's super easy and the products you use are minimal. It is super lightweight. It's so comfortable. I don't even feel like I have makeup on my skin, and best of all, it is very fast and it is very, very easy. So if you are someone who likes a lightweight look, or you are just looking for a nice, easy, fast makeup routine, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so I am fresh faced and clean. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face. This is just going to help hydrate your skin and keep you nice and fresh. So once that is completely dry, I'm going to go in with a primer. For today's look, I'm going to use Milani's Prime Perfection Primer. I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to rub it all over my face. So now that my skin is primed, I am going to go in with one of my favorite, like on-the-go, everyday foundations. My favorite foundation to wear on just an easy, quick day is definitely the Ordinary Serum Foundation. Not only is this so amazing, but it's super inexpensive. It's like $6, and it is so lightweight and just looks absolutely beautiful on the skin without even feeling like you have anything on it. So if you are a lightweight foundation kind of girl, I highly recommend you try these. They do come in a ton of shades, which is totally awesome, but for me, it was kind of hard to find my perfect shade, so that's why I have two. You can tell, I mean, I use these guys all the time. So I always feel like when your product is dirty, that's like a sure sign that it's something that you actually love and you actually use. So anywho, I do have two shades that I'm going to mix together. I'm going to go ahead and mix those two shades on my hand, and then I'll start bouncing it into my skin. Okay, so once I have the foundation on, then I'm going to go in and put on some concealer. Typically, I do use Tarte Shape Tape, but I did just get this Revolution Beauty Concealer, which they say is like a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. So I wanted to give this a try. So this is their new concealer, and this is in shade C7. I can tell just from putting it on my face that it is definitely a thinner consistency. For some reason in the winter my hands get like exceptionally pale, more pale than like any other area of my body, and I do try to self-tan them, as crazy as that sounds. I know I actually take time to self-tan my hands, but I need to because they get like powdery white, but they're not self-tan now, so that's why I look like raw sausages. Okay, so first impression on this concealer is I think it would be perfect for an everyday concealer. It is definitely, for me, not as full coverage as Shape Tape, but it does feel super light on my skin. It feels very comfortable, and I think for one of those looks where you kind of just want some coverage but you gotta go, this would be a really great option. We have the foundation and the concealer on, we're definitely going to want to set this. Even though, you know, it is not super heavy or anything like that, you still want to make sure you are setting your liquid makeup. That way it stays in place all day, because why even bother putting anything on if it's not even going to last? So I'm going to use the Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder, and I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild setting brush and I'm going to put that right underneath my eyes. You definitely don't want to leave out the rest of your face, so we're just going to take that Eco Tools powder brush that I use all the time, dip it in, and set that foundation. Okay, so something that I do even on my fast days is I contour my nose. So I'm not going to go ahead and contour under my cheeks or anything because that's definitely not necessary. But I do always like to contour my nose just because I feel better with it contoured. So I do take that extra step to do that. So for that, I'm just going to go in with the Benefit Hoola. Little bit of that on, I am going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my skin. This bronzer is absolutely beautiful for such a natural glow. I really do love it. I think it is so flawless on the skin, and it gives you that nice, like, just glowy look without being overly bronzed or even looking like you have bronzer on to begin with. It is really beautiful, but this one is in Sun-Kissed Bronzer. Okay, so not even changing brushes, I'm going to go into this Milani Bronze Burst Blush. And I'm just gonna kind of swirl in all the colors, and I'm gonna put that on the top of my cheekbones and the tip of my nose. Okay, so now that we are bronzed and have some blush on, we are gonna go back into that Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. We're just gonna take a fluffy blending brush, and we're gonna put some of this into our crease. This step is totally optional. It just gives your eyes a little bit more dimension without really even trying. So I just put that butter bronzer right into the crease, and you can see it didn't do much, but it did enough. It gave me some definition and actually made my eyes just look more awake and honestly just a little bit more put together. Okay, so one thing that I always do when I'm doing an easy, quick, like on the go look is I put that bronzer in the crease, and then I go in with this Stila Heaven Hues highlighter, and this is in bronze. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna swirl it around in there, and I'm just gonna dab this onto my eyelid. And there is really no like rhyme or reason, I'm just putting it on the eyelid. This just helped to add a really just like sun-kissed look to my lids and kind of bring everything together. So this is something that I love to use on my easy days. Now your eye look is done. You just use that bronzer and you just use that Stila highlighter, and it did just enough to make you look put together. So for days that I'm in a rush, I like to use a pencil liner. It's much quicker and it's easier to put on. This one is by LA Girl, and it's just in the shade brown. So I'm gonna lightly drag this along my upper lash line and kind of blend it in. Okay, so now that I have that eyeliner on, I'm going to take that eyeliner again, and I'm going to very lightly just put a little bit underneath that bottom lash line and then blend it into the top line. Okay, so we're almost done. I said this is such an easy look. It's so easy for anyone to do, and it literally takes no time at all. So now we're going to go in with some mascara, and one of my absolute favorites for an easy casual day is the Tarte Lifted Mascara. This mascara is actually brown, which I didn't think I would like at first. Your lashes just like such a nice, beautiful, lifted, like it says, look, and I think it's perfect for like a no makeup kind of makeup day. I mean, obviously I have makeup on, but it's nothing compared to some of the other days that I show up to work and it's like, whoa, blue eyeshadow, and then I show up like this. For me, it's a no makeup kind of makeup day. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my top and bottom lashes. If you are one of those lucky people who do not have to do their brows, then I envy you, but I do have to put a little something in there, so I did go ahead and put some brow powder onto my brows. Okay, so the next step is, I think, one of the more important steps in my natural makeup routine. I actually do this more when I wear a natural look than when I do an extravagant or like super glam look, and that is highlight. Highlighting is an easy way just to add a little bit of glam, a little glow, without having to do too much work, and it really can take your natural look to a whole new level. So today we're gonna go in with ColourPop's Frosted. We're gonna take that and we're gonna do our brow bone and our inner corner. Okay, so I did put some of the highlighter on the tip of my nose as well as my upper lip. So now that we are highlighted, you can see it doesn't really do a whole lot, but it does at the same time. It just makes your eyes look more awake. It makes your inner corners look brighter. It really helps to just make such a natural look just really pop. So it's definitely something that I think is important in a natural look. Okay, for my lip, I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Matte Flat Finish Pigment Gloss. I'm gonna go in and put that on my lip. Now that I have the lip color on, I am gonna set it with a gloss, just because right now my lips are super dry. I live in Chicago, it's super cold, so pretty much everything is dry and my lips are one of them. So I'm just gonna take a gloss, and you can take any gloss. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Lip Injection Glossy in Milkshake, and I'm just gonna put that right on top. Okay, you guys, so this was my easy out the door makeup look. You could see it literally took no time at all. The steps were super minimal, and the steps that we did do were super easy. So this is something that I wear when I am running late or I just feel more this is definitely a go-to look for me if I am running late, or I just want to be natural, or I don't have time, or I'm running errands, someplace that, you know, I don't want to take the time to put a full face of makeup on, but I definitely want to look presentable and pretty and glowy and just, you know, feel confident that my dark circles are covered and my complexion looks nice. So I got this easy look that looks super pretty, super light, super presentable. It literally took me no time at all, and I don't even feel like I have makeup on. I love how it looks. I think it would be perfect for beginners or anyone who just prefers a much lighter, natural look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Check me out on Instagram. My name is Jory J. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.